Well, hi, I'm Andy Mulholland with REMAX and SFRH. We want to thank you for logging in and using our site. This is a quick video on how to navigate through the site. So chances are you've logged in once, you've done some searching, but we want to tell you how to get back in and some of the features of the site. First of all, we will tell you that this site is a direct feed from our local MLS. So everything that you're seeing is what us agents can see. We set it up originally for our buyers so that they'd have access to our information and all the information in the MLS. We had such a good response from them, we decided to open up to everybody in the hopes that when you're ready, we would be able to help you navigate through the purchase process. So first thing you want to do is type in your username, which is typically your email address. And then when you signed up, you entered a password in as well. If you've forgotten that password, just let us know and we're happy to get that for you. But you're going to go ahead and log in. Here we are on our home screen. This is us. This is our buyer home screen. It has our contact information up here in case you do need something. Feel free to call. You can also click over here, ask a question. It pulls up a box, and just feel free to type in any question that you might have. If you want to tell a friend about this website, feel free to do that as well. You can type in, as many as 5 email addresses to people that you might think would find this site useful. And then, of course, if you have any feedback to make the site better, please let us know. And then you can log out up at the top. So then we have about 7 tabs up at the top. We're going to go through each tab. The first one is searching for a home. So this is where if we're going to do a different kind of a search, we can go in here and do that. We can search by area, the city, and things that we want, and then by property type and home information. We can search by zip code. So let's say we know that we want a certain zip code. We can go ahead and type that in, and then again the home information over here. The address, if we know specifically what address we want to look up, we can just click on the address tab. Or if we know the MLS number, we can do that as well. So we'll do an area search very quickly to show you how this works. Let's say we want Northeast and Northwest Rochester homes, and we want single family homes, and we want anywhere from $120,000 to $250,000, and we want 2 bedrooms at least and 2 bathrooms at least. And let's see here, garage, we need at least a 1-stall garage. We want to order them from low to high. So let's go ahead and search. There's 99 homes that meet that criteria that are currently on the market. So the first thing we notice is that some of these tabs say price reduced. Obviously that means that those listings have just been reduced in price, and as we scroll down we can see those, how many of those have been. Another thing we'll notice here is that this one says recently listed. That means obviously that one's a new listing. Up at the top, a handy little feature here is this recently listed tab. So there's 12 of them that meet our criteria that have recently listed. So as you're logging back in, this may be a tab that you use after you do your search because you'll be able to see the ones that have come on since you last been in here. The other thing to note is that our system is automatically set up to send you any new listings that meet the criteria you originally entered in here, and that criteria would be saved under your saved search tabs, and we'll get into that shortly. But any new listings that meet that criteria automatically get emailed to you. So back to this tab here, price reduced. These are the ones that have been recently reduced in price. So we'll go back to all the listings tabs here, and then we can change how we want to sort them. If we want bedrooms, low to high, bathrooms, square foot, acres, all that kind of thing. Let's say down here at the bottom we have a listing that we like just based on the criteria. We can click add to favorites. We can look at it on the map. We can see the photos of the home details. Obviously by clicking in the photo area as well, we can pull up that same information. And here we have all the details of the property. We have a satellite image map as well. All the photos that you can click through and look at those, and then all the details at the bottom. Here again, we can add this to our favorites. So let's say this is one that we like. Go ahead and add that to our favorites. It saves it up in our favorites tab as well, which is the second tab over. And here we are in our favorites tab. These are a few others that we've saved. Now let's say we decided we no longer like a listing. We just click remove from favorites and it removes that. So here we are back on the listings page where we're looking at the photos. We talked about the favorites button. Our next button over is schedule a showing. So we can go ahead and click on that, and we can type in Saturday at 10 a.m. and then you can go ahead and hit and submit. That'll be sent to our office, and we will make sure that that listing is available for you Saturday at 10 a.m. and we can open it up. If you want some more information, you just have a specific question on this property. What are the average utility bills? And then you can go ahead and submit that, and we'll find that information out and reply by email to you as well. If you want to email this listing to a friend, let's say you have somebody that you want their opinion on it, or you think that they would be interested in the property, you can go ahead and email a friend, put in their information, even type in a message like, "What do you think?" and see what they say. And then hit send, and that'll send to your friend. We do have estimated payment based on certain criteria. The details of that criteria are in here. So we have a purchase price of the asking price there, a down payment of a certain percentage, and then interest rate. So you can mess around with this a little bit. Obviously, conventional minimum down is 5%. Rates right now, let's just say they're around 4%, and we can go ahead and recalculate that, and that's 552. So you can fool around with the estimated payments as well. If you want that satellite image, there's a tab here for that, and then driving directions. So that's the listing details information. We go back to the search results, and that kind of is overview of the search results. Now let's say we want to do another search very similar to that, but we don't want to start all the way over. We can click on new search like this one. It uses the same criteria that we had entered, but now we can modify it if needed. So let's say we want something with, just up to an acre and no more than that. We can go ahead and search that then as well. But back to this screen, we can also save the search that we're currently doing. We would go ahead, click save, and then down here we would save this as under 250 Northwest Northeast Rochester. And then when we come back later, if we save that, when we come back later into our saved search tabs, it'll be in here, and here it is. This one is under 250 Northwest Northeast Rochester. We also did this one back on June 1st. That was Rochester area up to 110. So we have 2 saved searches in here. Under our saved search tabs, remember I mentioned that we would be sending you emails of any new listings that meet the criteria. We normally only do that on the first search that you do, but if you want to change that, you can do that right in here. So under email alerts, we're going to click edit, and then we want to receive new home listings and price changes based on this search that we did. So that's kind of a handy little tab there as well. That way you don't have to log in every day and do the search again. You can just get emailed any new listings that meet that criteria. We talked about your favorites. We talked about saved searches. Market trends talks a little bit about the Rochester area and what's going on in the area. For more information on that, please visit our website, which is handyandyrealtor.com, and we'll get you a lot of information on the current market. Mortgage information as well. If you need some help with the mortgage process, you'd like to talk to a qualified lender, please let us know. Here are some reasons why it's important to get qualified, and a lot of it comes down to making sure that you're in a good position and being able to negotiate with a pre-approval letter. So for more information, fill this out or just ask us a question. Your settings up here, if you'd like a new password, feel free to enter that in there as well. There are some other minor settings that you can do as well in there. This is if you had some messages going back and forth with us, you'd see those messages in here. You can compose a message as well if you'd like. So that's the site. We hope you find it useful and handy. As well, we want to bring you to our website very quickly and let you know, handyandyrealtor.com. This has a lot of great information as well. Our blog here is probably the most popular button that we see. We do a weekly market update. We also do what we call our top picks video. And this is a weekly video of new listings that have just hit the market that we think you should be aware of. We kind of do a different price ranges. A lot of them are foreclosures that have just hit. We also do how-to videos. So this is a video that we did about how to upgrade your solid wood doors. Here's our weekly market update, and talks about the number of new listings, signed contracts, closing, the average list price to sales price, and that kind of thing. So a lot of great information there. And then, of course, on our website, you can search foreclosures specifically. And then there's some other good information on here as well. You can see our featured listings as well. So if you have any questions, please let us know, and we're happy to help. And thanks for using our site.